Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube series. As you can see, I've got myself a webcam now, so you can see me. You can see all the stupid faces that I'm going to pull in this next series. So, a few weeks ago, a few friends of mine and I decided that we were going to enter a 6 hours in Silverstone race. So I thought that would be quite a fun idea for a YouTube video to track my practice and to see how much time I can gain through practice, through setting up the car and stuff like that. And basically the idea with this series is to break down what I'm doing, what I'm doing with the car, what I'm doing in terms of my track knowledge and stuff like that. At the moment, my track knowledge of Silverstone is fairly good, I think, but I guess we're going to see. So I'm going to set a baseline in this video, and I'm going to do a few laps of Silverstone on our server, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here we are in Assetto Corsa Competizione. Now don't forget, it is in fact the law when you are referring to Assetto Competizione, Assetto Corsa Competizione, that you have to go Assetto Corsa Competizione. So in this run, like I said in the intro, I'm going to start out on the aggressive preset and just run some baseline laps in the Aston Martin GT4 just to see where I get to. So I'm just giving the engine a bit of a rev there. I don't know how well you guys can hear that. Thank you very much, Mr. Engineer, there, telling me that my my tyre pressures are low. But I don't know if you can hear this Aston Martin, but in my opinion, it sounds absolutely mega. As we head down to Maggots and Beckett's for the first time on really cold tyres. So, like you can see, we're obviously starting out in the national paddock at Silverstone. This being a GT3 game, they don't use the international or the Formula One paddock over towards just before Abbey, as we make our way down to Stowe and just trying to get as much heat into the car as possible on this outlap. Missed a gear change there, and down towards Vale, through there, and you can already feel the back of the car just moving around a little bit more than I'd like. As there you go, that's the wheel building on our right hand side there, and down through Abbey, and you've really got to try and throw the car in here. So trying to push as much as possible on this outlap, that's not going to help my my case very much. And yeah, like I say, Silverstone being a clockwise track, your left-hand side tyres are going to get a bit of a bashing. So they are going to heat up. As you can see now, I actually moved the webcam over to the other side of the screen for you guys, just so you can see my brake and throttle traces and my kind of tyre pressure information. It's something that I kind of thought would be quite interesting for you guys to take a look at. And at the moment, we're not looking too bad. The right hand side, right front, is still looking a little bit low. So we make our way around the final corner. Let's kind of see how we get out of this corner and make our way onto the start finish straight, and we'll see how we do on this first lap. This probably isn't going to be the most spectacular of laps, but we'll see. I'm trying to pull another gear there, so this GT4 could definitely do with a slightly longer gearing for this track. So just heading down towards Maggots and Beckett's. I think this is possibly one of the most terrifying sequence of corners in, if not the world, but probably the UK at least. You can see I'm just having to feather the throttle there a little bit. That wasn't much feathering as me smashing it on and off all the time. There, just to try and get the car to grip a little bit. And you can see on the way into Stowe, that wasn't too bad. That just washing out wide again as we make our way through. Let's see what kind of time this we set on this first lap, but I can't imagine it's going to be particularly spectacular. And again, the car just trying to step sideways on me as I try and get the power down. So we're definitely going to have to do something about that. So like I say, this is a baseline run. I've not done any tweaking to the setup. And basically the idea is that in the run up to this race, as I kind of do my practice, I'm going to be documenting the experience and kind of try and break down what I'm doing and how I'm kind of trying to make myself faster. Whether I actually go any faster is another question, but as we go, oh, that was, missed the apex by a mile there. Out onto the Wellington Straight, head down towards the British Race Drivers Club building. If you've never seen this building before, it's incredible. Just there on the right hand side. I don't know why I'm pointing, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. As we make our way through the final corner, and we'll see how this goes. This might not be too bad this lap actually. You can see the tyres have kind of come up to their kind of hot pressure. I don't think this is going to be spectacular actually. There's 214, 215, yeah, this is going to be pretty slow. That was, I mean, thanks Mr. Engineer, and I'm glad you approve, but that's pretty unspectacular. As I'm going to have to really try and push now again down towards Maggots and Beckett's, down into fourth. Ooh, feel the car really try and slide there underneath as we make our way through and round Chapel. The aim of the game is to try and get you on the throttle as quickly as possible there, to carry as much speed down this Hangar Straight as possible. Now, one thing I haven't done so far is watch any track guides of Silverstone, so I'm just basically driving on instinct at this point. I'm driving on what I know, what I've worked on in the past, and we'll go from there. In this series I am going to be watching some track guides and trying to kind of implement some of the expertise in those track guides, being a little bit cheeky with the curb there. There we go, so that's the second faster there. As we make our way out onto the international pit straight now, and make our way down towards Abbey. Missed the apex by a mile, got to get out of the throttle. That was still gained a little bit on my last lap, but it's not brilliant. Brake at the edge of that curb. Down into second. And one thing I have noticed with these GT4s, and I don't know if you guys have driven these or noticed this at all, is that because I'm used to driving GT3s, I find myself pulling or trying to go down the gears an awful lot faster than this car is comfortable with. So, for example, I'll try and go into second gear for that section there with the loop, and it just doesn't give me the gear. I'll hit the paddle and nothing happens, and it's literally so that it's the car protecting itself and not letting you over rev the engine. As we come out of the final corner, this is going to be a slightly better lap this time around. So there we go, that's a 2:15.486 there for my kind of baseline lap. So like I say, on the aggressive setup, and we'll just let the car kind of slow down a little bit. You can see the time there wasting away. So like I say, I'm going to be watching some track guides, doing a little bit of a setup. Setups are something I'm fairly okay with. I know roughly what everything does, so I'm going to be trying to explain what I'm trying to get the car to do and how I approach kind of making the car do what I want it to do throughout this series. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps my channel if you guys subscribe as well. Obviously there's going to be loads more of these videos coming out, and obviously Bridge to Gantry as well. I'm going to be taking some more cars for a drive, so I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon as well, just so that you guys get a notification every time I release a video. So thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.